Okay, we are live.
Are we really?
We're really, yeah, we are really live.
Nice. It's
Yes,
been a minute.
yes.
I don't know.
Okay,
Is all that sound getting picked up? Hey guys, we're if you're tuning in today, things are gonna be a little screwy. I'm not home. I'm living in a hotel for the next I guess about month and a half. And then we took that like great big break there because life doing that thing it does. So I realize that we say this a lot, but bear with us today while we get our crap together. Oh, look, I'm not even centered on this camera. We're going to figure this out as we go. Hi. I am Chloe, though.
and I'm Sandy, and this is WordStitch, and it's
Sandy's
our.
not paying attention. Is Sandy paying attention?
Wait, I'm paying attention. No, can you not hear me?
Okay. Was there a big delay? Are we like not synced up well today?
Like, how not synced up well are we? Because I think that was, I think I was with you, but
Like when you're watching the news, and one of the people is in like Indiana and the other person is in Zimbabwe, and there's that great big delay when they're talking between like the question and the answer. I feel like that's happening right now.
yeah, that is that is
Yeah,
happening.
that was like 3 seconds of silence before we responded.
Also, like watching it from this end. Wow, that is so fascinating. Okay, but you know what? It is 4:05, so let's put our technical problems aside and just start writing for a few minutes.
You guys are right. Well, we figure our stuff out. It's it's a brave new world. My world is currently in North Carolina. Also, I'm sorry. I thought I queued up the timer, and in fact, I did not. So just go. Oh, now I've queued up a bunch of timers. Okay, so we are going to write for the next 10 minutes. So that is going to put us at 16 after because we did get a little behind with our usual rambling of not having any technological savvy whatsoever. So go ahead and start.
Okay, we are. Well, you're back, and my computer is
Woo!
thinking of bringing me back, I think. Ah, here we go. Okay, we are legit back. Um, wow. Well, it was good. At least we got into our stuff, right?
Do we still have the time delay?
Yes.
Yes, we
So,
do. Okay, so we don't know really how to fix this. Again, it's probably partially because I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, and just Sandy sometimes has computer issues.
sometimes.
So this is not like the most irritating thing ever for you to watch. I believe we are just going to do the interview style on this, so you don't have to worry about the us trying to have like an actual conversation with a whole bunch of delays in it. So, with that in mind, we are in a NaNoWriMo month. That is again National Novel Writing Month. That month is actually November. In November, the challenge is to write 50,000 words in that month. For the Camp NaNoWriMos, which is this month, the month of July, and also the month of April, you set your own goal. The challenge is then, of course, to meet your own goal. And it's nice because if your goal is to say edit, or if you're writing something weird like a screenplay where the word count doesn't really make any sense, or if you're, oh yeah, so that works. So like a lot of times with screenplays, you'll go by like page count. Obviously, with editing, the amount of hours spent is the right way to go with that. And I feel like they've got some more options there. But yeah, so in July, you set your own goal for what you want to do. And then you just try to hit your goal, and it's real cool if you do. So, with that in mind, Sandy, what is your goal? What are you working on? And how are you doing? Are you on track for your goal?
Yeah, so, all right, so I'm working on the same project I was working on last camp. So, this is what, third, fourth try or something like that at that project. But this month I'm doing it a little different. I'm doing an hours goal instead of an editing goal. So my goal is 100 hours, which I realize probably sounds ambitious, but I mean, there's a lot of hours left in July. And as somebody who used to have to bill like 200 hours in a month, I feel like 100 hours in 4 weeks is like completely doable, assuming that I don't, goof off too much during my writing time. That's like 4 hours a day. So 4 hours a day, a couple hours in the morning, maybe a couple hours in the evening. As far as how I'm doing, I lost some time last week to a visit that I needed to make. So I'm at about 6 hours. So I'm already epically behind in terms of my hours. So I may at the end of this week take a look at my goal and see if I need to change it, because you can do that in the camps. But I always feel like there's a point in the month where, like, if you change the goal too much, you've sort of, I don't know, taken away the power of having a goal. So I'm hoping not to have to do that. Chloe, what about you? What are you working on? What's your goal, and how's your progress been?
So I am working on a shifter erotic romance, which is what I was working on last month. Things were really screwed up with us last month, so I don't know if I ever even mentioned it last month. I might have talked about it a whole bunch, or I might never have. I don't know. But I am just trying to do a rapid release on this series and get 3 or 4 books out. In the next few months on this. So I am working on the second one in the series now. My goal is 25,000 words, which will roughly finish it, although I think it's going to be more like 35,000 with this one. Really, my goal is to finish the story by the end of the month. I am already at 10,000 on it. I should be finishing it early enough that I can also get edits in. And that is my actual goal, but that is a little bit more complicated than Camp NaNoWriMo lets you say. I don't think they have any capabilities of giving mixed goals. But so I am doing fairly well with my goal. I had a couple of rough days in the beginning, and then I had a couple of good days. So I'm back on track. I fixed some problems with it. I've already done the book cover for it, so things are going pretty well with that. And also, I agree with you. I feel like after the first like week, I know you had extenuating circumstances, so I can definitely give you a bubble on it. But I think after the first week, if you change your goal, you're really just cheating yourself.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this month I sort of didn't get to start until this weekend. So I feel like I should prorate my month or something. Like maybe take off the 4 hours a day that I would, but I don't want to do that yet because what if the 100 hours is possible? So I'm gonna start with that 100 hour goal and then see what happens. But so okay, so are you doing anything different this month to accomplish your goals than you would have done previously?
Yes. This month I have housekeeping and meal reimbursement, so I don't have to cook or clean up after myself. And it turns out when you don't have to cook or clean up after yourself, you end up with a lot more spare time than you think you do. So, aside from like dealing with traffic and all of that, and also like trying to take advantage of the beach. So I have definitely taken my phone down to the beach to get some writing done at the beach because I'm living on the beach and it's like I should absolutely be at the beach. The good news is now literally everybody on the planet is on their phone. So I don't look like that asshole who's on their phone at the beach. And I feel morally superior to everybody else because I know they're just like texting and bullshit, and I'm writing a goddamn novel.
That's true. That is true.
How about you? Are you doing anything different?
So I do have some different like time techniques I'm using, but you know what? It is 4:24, and I think we should stay on track with the word. So let's talk about it when we get back. And for now, let's go into our 25-minute word sprint. Yes.
Yes. Give me a
That
second
delay.
because
That
of my
delay is
usual.
so
I don't
weird.
know. Like there was a while there where I got like really well prepared on pulling these things up, and now I've just forgotten again. So it is 4:25 right now, East Coast time. So we are going to write for the next 25 minutes, which will take us to 10 of. Go ahead and start now. Woo! Sorry about all of our usual technical difficulties, everyone. Hopefully, y'all heard all that at least. Like a good computer. You this is one of those things that I say to sound real smart, even though I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I do know that this is the correct thing to say to you, even though I cannot explain the mechanics behind it. You need something with a really, really good video card. I only know this because of my years playing video games. And like everything is about that damn video card. And again, because you are using a tablet on steroids, you probably don't have that video card. Oh, we apologize you're coming in during technical difficulties. Yeah, I have never heard of it before. Oh, is this a writing book? I don't read writing books. You're correct. I don't have anything against them. If that sounded like I was dissing that genre, I do think that a lot of them are crap, but I think a lot of books are crap in general. So it's not. Yeah, I don't need them, but I respect people who use them. I don't lose respect for people simply knowing that they use writing aids. Continue though. Sandy's one of those people. I don't disagree with you. Yeah, that's a lie. No, I don't disagree. I think there's a lot of different ways to go about doing it. I also like this is going to sound like a very defeatist attitude. I don't think defeatist is the right word. I think and I feel like when I say I think, I'm actually saying I know that the vast majority of writers are not going to make it. I feel like writers are like fish eggs, and they might all hatch, but the vast majority of them are going to get gobbled up by actual fish immediately. And by actual fish, I mean like the fact that they don't have the drive to actually do it. And that's not an insult to them so much as it's a reality check. This isn't something that I feel like a lot of writers somehow think that it's just going to happen for them and they don't really need to do anything. They just need to write their story eventually. Um, and just somehow like magically become an author from doing that. Um, so, with what I was saying about all of those like aids, and especially the one that you're looking at, like this is why I think they're good things for people who are in that situation who actually do want to become real fish, and not just little clear egg things. um, that like you absolutely like if you cannot force yourself to do this, if you are living in that kind of a pipe dream that the writer world is just your oyster and you just got to crack it open and you'll be there. Woo! You need stuff like this to actually make it happen because you probably haven't even finished the story yet. Like that's the truth of the matter is that I know so many people who are like, yes, I am a writer. I have literally never completed anything. And I have a beginning and an end, and I don't know how to write the middle of this story. And then, like, I'm going to give this to beta readers, and it's going to be great. Professional writers. Yeah. It is 5 o'clock. Yeah, let's actually like do this writing and try to get some good words in because I struggled slightly with the last two word wars. It's okay because of where I am in the story. I'm just always at a bit of a sluggish pace. But hopefully in the next half hour I will do better and you will do better too. So go ahead and start now. It's the huge. Oh. Mhm. Which is a good thing. I write in Word because I'm writing 25,000 words, and Word is fine with 25,000 words of smut. I don't, I feel like we've talked about this before, but I've always had issues with Scrivener. I don't like it for the Bible capabilities of it. Like all of those extra features that people love about extra material, I find it so archaic that it is all just like WordPad files that, like, for what I'm working on now, because they are short stories, and because I do need a Bible for this, because I am writing paranormal, Scrivener is completely worthless to me right now. I'm not going to be rearranging chapters. I'm not going to need to like compare chapters back and forth. I literally just need to like spreadsheet and all of that. So I'm using Word now again because there's just absolutely no benefit to Scrivener for what I'm working on. I mean, spreadsheet capability. Mhm. Yeah. Well, you're making a good argument there. The one thing I will say to counter it, though, is how weird it is that it is like a collection of text files, but it does have image capabilities. And it's just weird that like you can throw all the images that you want into it, but they still don't have spreadsheets. I don't know. It's just a weird, like you're absolutely right. And it just wasn't their intention, I guess. But it's weird with like what they do have versus what they don't have. Like the what they did put the effort into is weird to me. Like it just doesn't, it's like they threw 95% into one thing and then we're like, oh yeah, but we're not doing jack with this other thing. But we're gonna get really, really good at this one. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. And it's not even we're saying spreadsheet, but it's not even spreadsheet that we're talking about. We're talking about tables. Like, I don't need, I mean, of course, it's nice. Like, I automatically go to Excel because you can use Excel as a table or a spreadsheet. And if I want sorting capabilities, then it's really dumb to use a table when there's no reason not to use Excel in this situation. Just because of what I'm doing with it. It just there's no reason to limit myself with the table, but really all I'm asking for is decent table capabilities, and they don't even have that. Like, they have the most archaic table abilities I have ever seen. It's a butterfly, and it will fly away and take over the world. My butterfly, there it goes. Oh yeah, yeah. Too. It was the Underpants Gnomes. That was a classic South Park. I can tell you everything about South Park all day. I know every flippin' episode of that show. The Underpants Gnomes. Profit. Yeah. And I it was so, and it was when you met to go completely off the rails on this conversation, it's when you met Tweak, who was like one of my favorite characters, and then he ended up being kind of gay, and I loved him even more at that point. I don't know how like up to date you are on your South Park, but a couple seasons ago, there was a shipping episode where all of the girls at South Park shipped Craig, who's the one that's always giving the camera the middle finger. They shipped Craig and Tweak, and they shipped them so hard that Craig and Tweak at the end of it were like through it were dating now, because they got so tired of fighting the girls and their shift. And there have been like many hilarious episodes based on like them dating and the fact that Tweak is Tweak and like Craig not knowing how to deal with Tweak and loving him and just wanting Tweak to be happy. And it's been an adorable plot arc for them. But back to the actual topic, and sorry that I do this to us. I think that's the whole point of the 20 books to 50K thing is they don't 20 books to 50K. If you are viewing this and have not heard of this, it is a Facebook group. They also have like conferences and stuff, and actual books and all of that. But they're a marketing group. They are very like that is all you do is talk about marketing. If your post is not about book marketing, it's probably going to get taken down. And if your post is about book marketing, but it's something that has already been discussed in this group, they're going to take it down. They're going to tell you to search the group and they're going to take it down. It is an amazing group because it is so heavily moderated and it really is ridiculously on track and I love it. But the thing is that like everything that I've just said should kind of get the hint across that nothing of this has anything to do with the quality of your book. It is all about how to market to make a career out of writing. And yes, a lot of that is like editing. There are a lot of conversations about like professional editors and also like, you know, like all the things that you do need to spend money on, which some of it is like making your potentially crappy writing better. And then also like if you can't make book covers, do not make book covers. Ads and all of that. But again, at the end of the day, very little of it is about the craft of writing. And it's because it really, like, if you are writing, again, from the name of the group, 20 books to 50K, the strategy is that once you have a backlist of 20 books, you should be earning a decent salary from it. But like by the time, like if you have the drive to write 20 books, um, that's exactly it. That's what Sandy's book is also talking about. Not Sandy's, but the one that Sandy was talking about is absolutely like just persevering and getting through it and doing what you have to, but also obviously loving the craft and loving it enough to get through the crap of like right now I have a backlist of 2 books and right now Sandy has a backlist of I believe 3 books, but one of them is not in the same genre, so that doesn't actually count because it's under a different pen name. um, yeah so I totally agree with you, Sandy, that it's like obviously talent helps, but really it's getting the motivation to actually do it and like sucking it up and like accepting that this is not going to be amazing. It's not going to be this great experience. It's going to be a lot of hard work. And it's going to be a lot of like your soul being crushed because you cannot get a 5-star rating to save your life. It is 5:45 though, or 45 past if you are on a different time zone. So it is time for our last word sprint. This one is going to be 10 minutes long. So we are going to write until 5 of, and look, I'm there. Woo! Okay. All right. So you guys can go ahead and start writing now. We'll get better eventually. And if you need to repair it, you can. If you need to upgrade it, you can. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I got stuff done. Yeah. You should because of your goal. Yeah. There's some technical difficulties going on all over the place. I'm doing fine over here, but that's okay. I could get laundry done too, so it's all right. Yes. You've gotten done. Yeah. Hi, sorry.